Welcome to Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. For the second straight day, lawmakers are duking it out at our state capitol over the budget after they missed the deadline on Monday night. But a lot of these conversations about billions of dollars in state money are happening in private. So we don't get to tell you what they're saying. And some lawmakers are saying that's not right. Danny's at the Capitol, where the doors are locked to people like him, to bring us the latest from what he's heard is happening in there. Hey, Danny.
Hey there. Well, during the regular legislative session, when the House and Senate have passed a bill and then they're coming together to finalize one for the governor, that's known as a conference committee. But since we're not technically in session anymore, those conference committees have become working groups, except these working groups are largely happening behind closed doors with these private negotiations where we know little about when and where they're being held. As state lawmakers met throughout the Capitol discussing budget bills,
nothing about us!
disability rights groups urged them to preserve funding in the area of human services.
To make sure that they're listening to us, to make sure that they know that the decisions that they make will have an impact on your lives.
Health and Human Services is just one area of the budget that legislators still need to finish after running out of time in the regular session. For the past 2 days, lawmakers have also been working in groups to resolve conflicts on other major budget bills, such as education, transportation, and environment.
We have to finish this. We don't have a choice. That is what Minnesotans expect us to do.
GOP House Speaker Lisa Damuth says these House and Senate working groups are continuing the work that conference committees did during the regular session.
They just aren't exactly a conference committee, but yes, that will be as public as possible.
Yet, with the exception of Senator Ann Rest's taxes meeting, which started late,
we know everybody's kind of running around the building today.
Most of these working groups have been operating behind closed doors in private this week.
I wish it was more public.
Republican Senator Jim Abler is part of a human services working group.
That's a real loss, and it's been evolving over the last several years as now a custom. It's a bad custom. It's way better when people get to see what we're doing. So many of the mistakes and things we want to fix are because of private meetings.
Although conference committees during session hold public meetings to compare budget proposals, DFL Senate Majority Leader Erin Murphy says those could be more transparent too.
I get very frustrated with the way the legislature in general has moved away from open and public conference committees. It's something that I have been very vocal about with my colleagues and with the House.
From the House perspective, DFL leader Melissa Hortman noted that each committee is different.
Some conference committees do a lot of work in public, and some conference committees do less work in public.
However, she defended the need for privacy and leadership negotiations over broader budget targets, which guide the work of conference committees.
Say where their caucus is and say where their votes are, and people have to really show their cards. So that is a space that has not ever and probably will not ever be transparent.
After missing the Monday night deadline, legislative leaders put another deadline of today at 5 p.m. for lawmakers to have all those budget bills finalized, but they missed that deadline as well. We know now Governor Walz and those legislative leaders will be meeting again tonight at 7:30 here at the Capitol.
All right, Danny, I'm going to put you on the spot. Would it be easier for you to do your job and tell Minnesotans what's happening if the meetings were open, or does it matter to you?
Certainly. It matters in terms of, what are the House and Senate both proposing? Of course, these are typically in the open during the session, but we're not in the session, yet lawmakers are still trying to finalize these budget bills to pass them on the floor in a special session. And so we don't know what the different offers are, what the proposals are, what those, funding ideas look like from both chambers. And so it is more difficult because you just don't know the numbers.
Yeah, you just have to rely on what they say they said. Well, Danny, thanks for being on Breaking the News tonight. We'll see you when this budget someday wraps up. Be right back.